My name is Randy Bigley. Joining me on the podcast right now from ADAMH, Brad DeCamp's with me. Hello, Brad.
Randy, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Very well. Good to see you again.
Same here. It's always good to hear from you.
Likewise. Thank
you. And we have you have a couple walks coming up here real soon, right?
Yeah, we do. So we have 2 suicide prevention awareness walks that are going to be coming up. We've got one that's going to be on September 9th in Bucyrus, and that's going to be right here in town where we're recording as we speak. Mm-hmm. And so that will begin up at the hospital, and we'll go down to the downtown area, and all the information is available on the ADAMH website. So if you want to go to mcadamh.com, we'll have the details there for the registration. And this is something that we've been doing in Crawford County for several years. We've had it in Bucyrus a number of times. We've also tried it in Crestline and Gallion in conjunction with Bucyrus. But really what we're trying to do is raise awareness to help people understand that these are issues that impact every family, and they happen more frequently than I think people realize. So it's important to raise that awareness, and certainly we encourage people, if they're able and willing to walk with us in Bucyrus on the 9th, to come out. We do also have one in Marion County. Now, the Marion County group is a little bit newer. That's a coalition that's kind of been rebooted, and that started in early 2022. Okay. So their walk is going to be on the OSU MTC campus area on the 16th. And again, the registration information is available on our website. But I think the big thing with these 2 events is that we want to, make sure people understand that it's not uncommon for people to experience life circumstances that make them have these thoughts, and that they might want to be aware that it's, or just, that recognition that it's okay to talk about these things openly. They're real. And the more that we do it, I think the more that we're likely to be successful in really reducing suicide deaths. So we want to encourage everyone to come out on the 9th and the 16th of September. Walk with us if you're able, and just continue to partner with us in the community to raise that awareness.
It's always good to open up the conversation, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. And both of the groups are looking at different things beyond raising awareness. The Marion group has been very active in having open discussions about access to lethal means. So that could be firearms, that could be prescriptions even. So what are some things we can do to maybe do things like get gun locks or locking prescription bottles or things like that in the hands of people who might be at risk. And so that's, again, another partnership with law enforcement and talking openly about those types of things. But so those are the types of things we've got coming up on the near horizon, and certainly we want the community to feel free to come out and participate in those.
Awesome. What else is going on with ADAMH?
So we've got a couple other things I wanted to mention. So we do have a grandparent support group that we're looking at starting here in Bucyrus. It's in partnership with the Salvation Army and the YMCA, and we're also talking to Nationwide Children's about some just different topics that might be that they might be able to present to grandparents. And I do have to say, on a personal note, this is something that was kind of started by one of our late board members, and she passed away unexpectedly, and we feel like we're honoring her legacy for the short term she had on our board. And she was a grandparent who was raising one of her grandchildren, and really felt strongly about the need for there to be additional support. And just as I was thinking about coming here this morning, I was thinking about early in my career, there was a time where we would see grandparents raising kids, but it was less common then. And it was more of a respite thing, like, well, mom and dad need a break, the grandparents are going to step in. Well, fast forward 25 years, and the world's changed a little bit, and so now you see pretty frequently that this is a role that's being fulfilled, and it's like I said, it's a different world, and I think we need to figure out how we can connect grandparents who are in those roles now.
Well, I'm in that role, so
Yes.
I've been taking care of my grandkids, 2 of them, 2 young. Have a 2-year-old and a 5-year-old.
Oh my God!
it's interesting. All my other.
You look pretty good for taking care of a 2-year-old and a 5-year-old.
Well, you haven't seen my wife. No, I'm kidding.
Okay.
No, it's a challenge,
Yeah, and you feel isolated, and when you don't know that there's others around you who are doing the same thing, it can be really overwhelming. So what we want to do is we want to start in the fall. We're targeting the month of September. So once we have the flyer available, we'll circulate that widely. But we want to make it available to folks. We want to make it, we will provide some form of childcare or activities for the kids, and we'll have it over a multiple week period, and then we'll reassess and see how we want to offer it moving forward.
Well, there's a lot of grandparents doing that these days, you say.
Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely. Yes, indeed. So one of the other things I wanted to mention was we've had some situations recently where, in addition to the grandparents issue, we've been talking to what it seems like a lot of parents of adult children who are struggling with mental illness. And so I think one of the things that I wanted to be sure to mention was that we do have a local affiliate of NAMI, which is the National Alliance on Mental Illness, and they offer support groups for family members. And that's the entire reason NAMI was founded, was to really help support those parents who have children with mental illness. And so I just wanted to plug them, get their number out there. They do have a Marion number. It's 740-375-0796. They'd be happy to chat with you and just have conversations and share resources. But again, they are looking at doing formal support groups themselves. And so I really think this is a very underutilized resource in our 2-county area. And so certainly want to make people aware of what's going on with that group, and hopefully they can be a better support. So.
Awesome. So can somebody get more information if they need any? How can they do that?
Absolutely. NAMI Ohio has a really good website. So that's the state website. You can just, if you want to Google NAMI Ohio, I believe it's .org, but you can look it up online. And they also have a 24/7 crisis line that's available through NAMI, which is a great resource. And so we encourage people to check that out. But it's also available on our website as well with the mcadamh.com.
Okay, wow. All right. And if somebody wants more information about ADAMH, how can they do that?
Yeah, just go to our website, mcadamh.com. They can give us a call. We have both a Marion number and a Crawford number. The Marion number is 740-387-8531, and our Crawford number is 419-562-7288.
And I think that people need to, you guys do a lot. I don't think people know what all ADAMH does and what all services are available to people out there. I don't think they realize that.
No, we do, and we try to, we try to work smoothly. So if things are going well and people are able to access care, that's what we want to see. We don't need to be out and doing a lot of that, but there will be times where people can't access care, and that's when we want to be there to help support them and help them understand where they can go and what's the best fit for them.
A lot of people have questions. They just don't know where to go, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. So I encourage folks to call us on the line, go to the mcadamh.com, and you can also visit we do have a Facebook page as well. So we do answer messages off of that as well.
The Suicide Prevention Walk, can you still sign up for that?
Yes, absolutely. The information is available on the website. We do have a registration link. There is a cost associated with that. It does cover shirt. So if you want to do the shirt, be sure to do the registration before the deadline. And so all that's available on our webpage.
Awesome. Brad, so great having you in, and it's great
Likewise.
hearing all the great things that are going on with ADAMH and all the services available. And and the walk's coming up, so come on out and either in Marion or here in Crawford County, in Bucyrus, right?
Absolutely. Right. Absolutely. We'd be glad to see people.
All right. Thank you so much, Brad.
Thanks, Randy. Always a pleasure.
Same here. Thank you.